Today we're going to talk about multiplying polynomials further, but this time we're going to make them a little bigger. They're 2 by 3. So remember yesterday we talked about the box method, and that's what we're going to use for these. We're going to use box method for all of these. Now we're going to separate our box. Is the smaller one, the one with 2 terms, is going to go on the side. And the one with 3 terms here is going to go on top. Okay, we're going to draw our lines here. Split it. Okay, and in each box is going to tell us what we got. So we got here 4a times 6a squared will be 24a to the third. Here we have 4a times negative a, that's going to give me negative 4a squared. Here we have 4a times 2, that's going to give me 8a. Here we'll have 2 times 6a squared, that's 12a squared. Here we have 2 times negative a, that's negative 2a. And then the last box is 2 times 2, which is 4. Then what you do is you're going to write these two, you're going to add those two together. So 12a squared plus negative 4a squared is 8a squared. You're also going to take these two terms and add them together. So we got negative 2a plus 8a. That gives us positive 6a. This term that's in the front here, this 24a to the third, that's just going to go in the front. And then this term that's in the back, this 4, is going to go in the back. And that would be your final answer. Make sure you got your pluses in, and there's your final answer. So another example. So again, we're going to make ourselves a box. On the side of the box is going to be our smaller term, 7k minus 3. On the top is our bigger term, which is k squared minus 2k plus 7. So we're going to draw our box. The first part, we're going to have 7k times k squared. That gives me 7k to the third. Then we have 7k times negative 2k. That's negative 14k squared. 7k times 7, that's 49k. Negative 3 times k squared is negative 3k squared. Negative 3 times negative 2k is positive 6k. And negative 3 times 7 is negative 21. Then again, we add these two terms together. So negative 14k squared plus negative 3k squared is negative 17k squared. Then we add these two together. 6k plus 49k, that's going to be 55k. Then we take this front term of 7k to the third and put it in the front. And this back term of negative 21 and put it in the back, and you are done. That's your final answer. So some more examples. Okay, again, draw yourself a box. Smaller term, 2 terms go on the side. 3 terms go on top. Okay, put your lines down. The first box, it's 2r times 7r squared, which is 14r to the third. Then it's 2r times negative 6r, which is negative 12r squared. Then it's 2r times negative 6, which is negative 12r. This bottom box, it's going to be negative 4 times 7r squared, which is negative 28r squared. Then it's negative 4 times negative 6r, which is 24r. And then it's negative 4 times negative 6, which is positive 24. Then again, add diagonally. So this is negative 28 plus negative 12. That's going to be negative 40r squared. Here we have 24r plus negative 12r, which is positive 12r. Your 14r to the third is going to go in the front. Your 24 is going to go in the back. Since it's positive, you got to put a plus, and you are done. Okay, do it again. We draw ourselves a box. Smaller term on the side here. Let me get that out of the way. So it's going to be 2n minus 4. Bigger term on top. N squared plus 6n minus 4. Okay, in the first box, it's going to be 2n times n squared. That's 2n to the third. And it's 2n times 6n, which is 12n squared. 2n times negative 4 is negative 8n. Negative 4 times n squared is negative 4n squared. Negative 4 times 6n is negative 24n. And negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. Again, we're going to add diagonally. So this is 12n squared plus negative 4n squared. That's 8n squared. Then we have negative 24n minus 8n. That's going to give me negative 32n. The 2n to the third is going to go in the front. Because the 8 is positive, we've got to put a plus. And then our 16 is going to go in the back and put a plus because it's positive. Alright, we're going to keep going. Draw ourselves our box. Smaller term goes in the front. That's x minus 1. I'm going to go a little faster now. Bigger term on top. 2x squared plus 3x plus 4. In the first box, it's x times 2x squared, which is 2x to the third. This is x plus 3x, which is 3x squared. X times 4 is 4x. Negative 1 times 2x squared is negative 2x squared. Negative 1 times 3x is negative 3x. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 1. Add diagonally, 3x squared minus 2x squared or plus negative 2x squared is positive x squared. Negative 3x plus 4x is going to be positive 1x. 2x to the third is going to go in the front. Negative 4 is going to go in the back. And you are done. Again, draw yourself your box. Smaller term in front. 2a plus 1. Bigger term on top. A squared plus 2a plus 5. Multiply it. 2a times a squared is 2a to the third. 2a times 2a is 4a squared. 2a times 5 is 10a. A squared times 1 is just a squared. 2a times 1 is 2a, and 5 times 1 is 5. Add diagonally. 4a squared plus 1a squared is 5a squared. 2a plus 10a is 12a. 2a to the third is going to go in the front. Put a plus because you need it. And 5 is going to go in the back. Draw yourself your box. T minus 3 is going to go on the side. 3t squared plus 3t minus 4 is on top. And then we're going to multiply it out. T times 3t squared is 3t to the third. 3t times t is 3t squared. Negative 4 times t is negative 4t. Negative 3 times 3t squared is negative 9t squared. Negative 3 times 3t is negative 9t. Negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12. We're always going to add diagonally like this. 3t squared plus negative 9t squared is negative 6t squared. Negative 9t plus negative 4t is negative 13t. 3t to the third is going to go in the front. 12 is going to go in the back. We're almost done. Got a couple more. Okay, draw yourself a box. T minus 2 goes on the side. 2t squared minus 3t minus 4 is on top. T times 2t squared is 2t to the third. T times negative 3t is negative 3t squared. T times negative 4 is negative 4t. Negative 2 times 2t squared is negative 4t squared. Negative 2 times negative 3t is 6t. And negative 2 times negative 4 is 8. Negative 4t squared plus negative 3t squared is negative 7t squared. 6t plus negative 4t is positive 2t. Your 2t to the third is going to go in the front. Your 8 is going to go in the back. Last couple, just repetition. Practice makes perfect. Draw ourselves a box. 2x minus 3 goes on this side because that's the smaller one. The bigger one of 3x squared minus 4x minus 2 goes on top. 2x times 3x squared is 6x to the third. 2x times negative 4x is negative 8x squared. 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. Negative 3 times 3x squared is negative 9x squared. Negative 3 times negative 4 is 12x. And negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. Add diagonally, negative 9x squared plus negative 8x squared is negative 17x squared. 12x plus negative 4x is positive 8x. Your 6x to the third goes in the front. Your positive 6 goes in the back. And the last one. Okay, 3x minus 4 goes on the side because it's the smaller one. 2x squared minus x plus 1 goes on the side. Three x times 2x squared is 6x to the third. 3x times negative x is negative 3x squared. 3x times 1 is 3x. Negative 4 times 2x squared is negative 8x squared. Negative 4 times negative x is positive 4x. And negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Add diagonally. Negative 8x squared plus negative 3x squared is negative 11x squared. 4 plus x plus 3x is 7x. 6x to the third goes in the front. The negative 4 goes in the back. Okay, that's all we have for today. So go ahead and practice.